I remember coming back from a trip from Cuba, and my girlfriend at the time, Samantha Roach, introduced me and wanted me to come across to Pastor Bed's home. And so I obliged and I came across to Pastor Bed's home. And I remember one of the very first things he told me, or he told us rather, we should break up. Break up and get to know God for ourselves individually first. We must be discipled for 1 or 2 years before we must hear the same information. We must be mentored into a relationship, because a marriage was not a very simple thing. A marriage is a very serious commitment. And so that is one of the things that stood out to me. He spoke decisively, very clear cut, and he was very bold in his disposition in telling us. He did not mix matters. He told us directly, break up, learn to trust and serve God, have faith in God first individually, and then we can speak about marriage.
When I met Pastor Bed, and as he discipled us throughout the years, it made me realize that I was living a life where I was driven. I was just existing, and I was not living a purposeful life, a life driven by purpose. Pastor Bed spoke to us and mentored us about the importance of time, not wasting our time, but using our precious time to fulfill purpose in our lives. I remember Pastor Bed teaching me the importance of having authority in my life. Not just authority, but he taught me what it felt like to have a father, somebody who I could look up to, somebody who could affirm me. Through Pastor Bed, I learned submission to my husband. And had it not been for him, I don't know what our marriage would have been today, because he was the one who was able to teach me that I should not have the last say, but my husband, Khellon, should have the last say, and I should respect that.
And I remember one of the first lessons that he taught us, Samantha, was that there are some things that are right and right all the time. There are some things that are wrong and wrong all the time. But there are certain situations between a husband and a wife where you are neither right nor wrong, but in this instance we must use the law of love. And he ensured that he emphasized that love is not this butterfly feeling. Love is actually your attitude and your disposition towards your wife. And so marriage was a commitment requiring the issue of love.